important to know that selection for National Honor Society depends on one's scholarship, service, leadership, and character. These values are woven throughout our life together at Tilton, and it is the combination of these qualities that make our time together so strong. For those of you who are acknowledged tonight, please know how very proud I am of you. Your excellence is more than in the classroom, but also in the way in which you work to make a difference, both in Tilton and in the larger world. Before we start, I would like to recognize Ms. Davio, Ms. Rhodes, and the Faculty Council of the National Honor Society for their work in bringing us to this moment. And a huge, huge thank you to Mrs. Caldwell for her tireless commitment to our chapter of the National Honor Society. Before we begin our induction ceremony, we are very fortunate to have Ms. Alea DeSimas as our keynote speaker this evening. Ms. DeSimas graduated in 2012. She's an educator and a DEI practitioner who strives to develop inclusive and equitable learning environments within educational institutions for all community members. Alea splits her time between being a learning and development manager for Informatica and running Ubuntu Consulting. Alea has completed a credential in Montessori early childhood education, an anti-bias, anti-racist certificate, and a bachelor's degree in human development. She currently sits on our board of trustees of Tilton School and has been integral in the support of the Young Women's Leadership Program. Alea is also an Emerging Leaders Fellow for the American Montessori School Society and serves as the DEI Project Officer for the United Nations Sustainable Development Solutions Network. In her free time, Alea spends her moments outdoors with her two children, her partner, skiing, hiking, and playing soccer. Would you please help me welcome Alea DeSimas.
At an award ceremony that I never thought I would speak at or get the same award that you guys got. I have to admit, before I came to Tilton, scholarship, service, character, leadership weren't things I really thought about. They weren't things I talked about. They weren't even on my mind. But being in this place, in this space with these people, brought out a different side of me that I never thought would come out. So, first and foremost, I'd like to welcome all of you to this prestigious occasion, where we gather to celebrate excellence in scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Tonight is not just a recognition of your accomplishments, but it's a testament to your dedication, hard work, commitment, and to embodying the core values that define the National Honor Society. As we stand here tonight, it's impossible not to reflect on the journey that has brought all of you to this moment. Tilton isn't just a place of education. It's a crucible where young minds are molded, where characters are shaped, and where dreams are nurtured. Reflecting on my own journey, I'm deeply grateful for the role that Tilton played in shaping me into the person I am today. It was here that I learned the true meaning of scholarship. Through rigorous academics and a culture of intellectual curiosity, Tilton challenged me to strive for excellence in every aspect of my education. It taught me the importance of not only acquiring knowledge, but applying it with wisdom and integrity. But Tilton's impact didn't just stop at academics. It was here that I learned the true value of service, whether it was volunteering in the local community through Mrs. Caldwell's initiative, or participating in an international project. Tilton instilled in me a sense of responsibility to give back and to make a positive difference in the world. Moreover, Tilton nurtured my leadership potential, from being class president to being a proctor and beyond the school community. Tilton provided me with countless opportunities to develop my leadership skills and learn the importance of inspiring and empowering others to achieve their fullest potential. And perhaps most importantly, Tilton helped me to shape my character. Through its emphasis on respect, integrity, and empathy, Tilton instilled in me a strong moral compass and a commitment to always do the right thing, even when it's difficult. But none of this growth within myself or within all of you would have been possible without the guidance and support of the incredible teachers and mentors who make Tilton this amazing place. They challenged me, inspired me, and believed in me when I didn't even believe in myself. They saw potential in me that I didn't even know existed. And for that, I'm forever grateful. And that's why I'm on the board. That's why I still do that. It's because of these teachers right here. So before I even continue more, I'd love to give you all a round of applause. So, as we gather here tonight to celebrate your induction into the National Honor Society, let us also celebrate the role that Tilton has played in shaping you, me, and many other alumni into the scholars, leaders, and individuals of character that we are today. I hope that you carry the lessons that you've learned here with you as you embark on this next chapter of your lives, knowing that you are well equipped to make a positive impact on the world. Lastly, congratulations to all of you inductees. May you continue to uphold the values of scholarship, service, leadership, and character, not just tonight, but for the rest of your lives. So, go in peace, and please make positive change. Thank you.
Thank you, Alea. And again, welcome to everyone who is here this evening. It is my great pleasure to be serving as the chapter advisor for the National Honor Society at Tilton School. At this time, I'd like to give you a brief history of this esteemed organization. The National Honor Society was founded in 1921 by the National Association of Secondary School Principals. The hope of the founders was to create an organization that would recognize and encourage academic achievement while also developing other characteristics essential to citizens in a democracy. These ideals of scholarship, character, service, and leadership remain as relevant today as they were in 1921. Given the challenges of today's complex and changing world, these attributes are perhaps even more essential for the young citizens of today's global society. Now, over 100 years later, the National Honor Society has become a prestigious organization. Its reputation for excellence is the result of years of commitment on the part of the national organization and chapters like Tilton School. Membership in the National Honor Society is both an honor and a commitment. Students who gain membership in the National Honor Society are expected to strive towards excellence in learning, citizenship, and service to the community and leadership. The Society also recognizes and affirms the fact that there are many ways of meeting these goals. For example, service can be evident and noticed by many, or it can be given in quiet moments and make a significant impact. Academic achievement comes easily to some, while others must work harder at their academic endeavors. Leadership style can reveal itself in the spotlight of high energy and engagement, or it can make a real difference behind the scenes. And good character comes in many forms, and all of them are essential to a healthy community. The students that we will present to you this evening as new members of the National Honor Society all have their unique styles and their unique contributions. But they share one thing in common, a passion for what they do. They are not half-hearted people. When they decide to do something, they do it well, whether it's in the classroom, out in the community, on the playing field, in the art studio, on the stage, in the student residence, or in private moments with friends and family. Engagement, perseverance, and altruism will take them far in life, and these are the traits that we celebrate today. members of the National Honor Society will present the new inductees for the 2023-2024 academic school year.
It is with my utmost honor that I get to introduce one of my best friends, Kelly Aborza, into the National Honor Society. Kelly is an outstanding member of the community. She is a lead peer counselor, dorm proctor, ambassador, pre-cal TA, 9th grade mentor, math tutor, and a varsity tennis player. At Tilton, Kelly has been awarded Macmorran Scholar every trimester, Effort Honor Roll, High Honor Roll, Girls Varsity Tennis Most Valuable Player, and Tennis Lakes Region Champion. She is an avid kickboxer, as well as a writer for her school newspaper back in Greece. Kelly also loves helping out at the soup kitchen and veterans home, and if you spot Kelly on campus, she's most likely binge reading the latest book from Book Talk. Please join me in congratulating Kelly Aborza for her acceptance into the National Honor Society.
I'm honored to introduce Nick Austin and share the exciting news that he's going to join the National Honor Society. Nick is an interesting young man who often shows his talent at our music events. I'm sure many of you remember his impressive performance on a school meeting about electric guitar. Not only does he have excellent performance skills, but also he has a humorous personality and also a helpful nature. Over the past few years, he has actively participated in various service activities and demonstrated outstanding leadership in the student government and the mountain team. We hear good news from him about the back in also the autumn. I believe with Nick's enthusiasm and excellent leadership, his involvement in the National Honor Society will enable him to contribute even more effectively in the community and also have a broader positive impact on our campus. Let's congratulate Nick on his selection to the National Society again.
In her 3 years at Tilton, Anna Barton has participated in numerous activities, including serving as a lead TA, dorm proctor, varsity field hockey player, varsity lacrosse player, and girls varsity ice hockey player, along with Macmorran Scholar. Outside of Tilton, Anna enjoys volunteering at lacrosse camps and local events, as well as participating in community events. Please join me in congratulating Anna Barton in her induction into the National Honor Society.
Hi everyone, I'm incredibly happy to introduce the next inductee to the National Honor Society. Lex Condomatraki has been an active member of our community since freshman year, serving as proctor, ambassador, peer counselor, captain, and now as your next student body president. Lex has done more community service projects than I can count. He's been a multi-sport athlete throughout his 3 years at Tilton. After knowing Lex my whole life, I've learned one thing. He's a kid that doesn't quit or give up, no matter the circumstances. Please join me in congratulating Lex on his acceptance into the National Honor Society.
It gives me a great pleasure to introduce our next inductee to
inductee to the National Honor Society, Aiden Drywitz. Aiden has been an active member of student government as the student body vice president, where he shows our community how a laugh and a smile can go a long way. Aiden is also an admissions ambassador, dorm proctor, and captain for the boys varsity A hockey team. Aiden has volunteered at a local church in his town and has impacted many children by volunteering at the Spalding Youth Center in Northfield, New Hampshire. Aiden is not only a great leader, but a good friend to all. Please join me in congratulating Aiden Drywitz for his acceptance into the National Honor Society.
I'm honored to welcome and introduce our next inductee, Aiden Farrell. It has been a pleasure living in the dorm with Aiden Farrell for the past 2 years and to see him take on leadership roles such as proctor. Over the past years, Aiden can be found playing basketball as a former MIA Class B Player of the Year, running cross country, filming, directing, and editing videos for Tilton TV or for the short film Deadstock, as well as serving the community at a basketball camp for kids. Before coming to Tilton, Aiden was honored with the reward of the Masiello Scholarship and even spoke on behalf of the Masiello family. It is with great pleasure to announce a great friend, Aiden Farrell, into the National Honor Society.
It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next inductee to the National Honor Society. Becca Gilbert has been a member of Tilton School's Women Leadership Program since its creation her freshman year and will be taking over it next year as club president. Becca also enjoys art and music and has spent time working to increase the offerings the school has in these programs. She is the first student to take Tilton School's portfolio review class, where she spent the year painting and designing her own art gallery. Becca is also a talented musician and loves helping host Tilton School Jam Sessions, a night where Tilton students can play music together and share their passions. Please join me in congratulating Becca for her acceptance into National Honor Society.
It is with pride and honor that I introduce our next inductee of the National Honor Society. Alexa Gillis is an outstanding member of the Tilton community. She holds several leadership positions, including 3 years in student government, 3 years as a dorm proctor, and 2 years as a student ambassador. She's a member of the soccer and softball program, serving as captain on both, and enjoys supporting her fellow Wrens in the winter. Please join me in congratulating Alexa on her acceptance into the National Honor Society.
The people make the place, and as a children's student, Sophia Leblon integrates the synthesis very well. Faced with both academic and athletics challenges, Sophia has remained committed to her student athletic identity, which reflects her resilience and determination. Her unwavering commitment to excellence, whether in the classroom or the basketball court, is a testament to her outstanding leadership and work ethic. Sophia's accomplishments, including receiving a Division I scholarship from the College of Film and Marriage, reflect not only her personal success, but also her valuable contributions to family and community. We are honored to have Sophia as a member of the National Honor Society, and we believe she will pass on her warmth and energy as a positive role model of children. Let's congratulate Sophia.
I'm honored to introduce our next inductee, Annabelle Coyle, into the National Honor Society.
Annabelle has been an active dorm proctor, supervisor for supervised study hall, and an athlete on the field hockey, lacrosse, and tennis teams. Annabelle is also an active member of our church and helps us summer camp back home in Colorado. And whenever you see Annabelle walking around campus, she will always have a smile on her face. Please join me in congratulating Annabelle for her acceptance into the National Honor Society. It gives me great happiness to introduce our next inductee to the National Honor Society. Adriana Petty-Calvert has been an active student on and off campus. Whether participating in activities like theater productions, being part of various clubs and fitness groups, or serving as a mentor to others. Adriana has also been a part of many community projects, like a walk through Pennsylvania, a film showcasing the beautiful hometown in Ukraine, or collaborating with countless programs to promote and help with English learning for other students. Adriana is a voice for change with a passion for community, history, and art. She's also one of the most kindest people you ever meet and can always give you a good laugh. Please join me in congratulating Adriana on the selection to the National Honor Society. Our next inductee, Julie Pugh, is an active member in community service, serving with organizations like Meals of Hope, doing fall cleanup, and helping with holiday decorations for local veterans. Julie is the person to go to if you want to have a deep conversation about life, or if you just want to joke around. Julie has developed a deep sense of understanding and thought within the last few years, exploring literature, theater, and founding the Tilton School Philosophy Club. She's also a killer at tennis. So please join me in congratulating Julie Pugh on her introduction to the National Honor Society. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next inductee in the National Honor Society. Zoe Torok has been an active admissions ambassador, 9th grade seminar TA, manager of the field hockey team, and captain of the varsity softball team. Zoe also enjoys coaching younger kids to play softball and helping out with clinics and tryouts for the younger athletes. Zoe is a very talented softball player as well as a leader on and off the field. Please join me in congratulating Zofia Torog on her acceptance into the National Honor Society. It gives me great pleasure to introduce our next inductee, Lily Webster, into the National Honor Society. Lily has not only been an active member in our community, participating in GSA, DSU, tennis, and musical theater, where she killed the role of Ursula last spring. But she is also the captain of the cross-country team, president of the Women's Interest Group, member of the spring track team, and an avid volunteer. Lily also spent the summer at St. Paul's studying and experimenting with molecular biology. She also spent over 60 hours practicing and performing at regional choir events. Please join me in congratulating Lily for her acceptance into the National Honor Society.
This time, I ask the new National Honor Society inductees to stand and repeat the honors pledge. You guys all have it written, you can follow it. All right. I pledge myself always to seek the light of truth. To hold scholarly habits. To engage in worthy service. And to lead forward in all things. That shall advance the welfare of the school. The community. And the greater world in which I live.
Congratulations to you all on your honor and the work that you've done to get here. In addition to National Honor Society, I've had an additional academic international society. It's called the Cum Laude Society. This is an award that is based on scholarship. We look at rigor of course load, we look at test scoring, we look at contributions to the classroom as well as outside. So founded in 1906, the Cum Laude Society is dedicated to honoring scholastic achievement in secondary schools. The officers and regents remind each chapter that the major objective of this society is to recognize academic excellence. However, they also hope that the chapter acquaints its members with their motto, Arate, Dike, and Time. This motto specifies qualities which ideally each member of the society should have as personal goals and should endeavor to encourage in societies as well. These are Greek words, and they carry with them far more than the literal translation suggests. Surely the founders of the society had in mind these fuller concepts of these words. The word arate includes the concept of excellence in the moral sense and is not limited to the ideal of superiority in scholarship, nor does it involve the endeavor of competing primarily for academic grades. The word dike includes the concept of what is suitable and appropriate as well as what is just. And time can be interpreted to include the concept of dignity and true worth as well as honor. This evening, we're very privileged to be able to recommend a Tilton student for membership into the Cum Laude Society. Congratulations to Roman Price on this honor.
Okay, somehow I have to follow all of that. I don't know how. A quick reminder at the conclusion, I will dismiss you, so please do not all rush out at the same time. We have a beautiful tradition of forming a line outside to greet our new bees. But now to get to the words of hopeful wisdom. May the pursuit of knowledge be your guide that lights your path as you continue this epic journey of learning. May you embrace a growth mindset, actively seeking opportunities to expand your horizon. May curiosity be the fuel that propels you forward, igniting a sense of wonder and sparking new discoveries. May your mistakes be seen not as failures, but rather as valuable lessons in your quest. As you venture forth on your learning journey, may you be filled with a sense of purpose, inspiration, and the unwavering belief in the transformative power of knowledge. With that, please join me in one final round of applause for our new inductees.